Hi folks, greetings to you out there from all of us here at Waiting to Raw TV. It's a big thank you coupled with many hugs. I want to really express our gratitude to you for being a part of our community. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for watching our videos. We so much appreciate that. We are looking forward to having you to continue to stick with our community. We are having a breaking story for you today. And on our breaking story, our top story, we're going to be focusing on the massive internet outages that has hit Nigeria, Ghana, and others after undersea cable damage in Ivory Coast. We're going to be bringing you an analytical report on these massive internet outages, which has affected Nigeria, Ghana, and some other parts of Africa. And I'm sure for some time you must have noticed that you have been having some difficulty to access the internet. And you've been wondering, actually, the issue is beyond your banks. The issue actually is also beyond your government to an extent. It's not just something that, came from Nigeria. It's something that actually came from outside Nigeria. And that's part of what we're going to be doing today in this report. Now, it's important to understand that multiple undersea fiber optic cables connecting West Africa to the global internet backbone were damaged near Ivory Coast. These include cables like the West Africa Cable System, WACS, Main 1, and ACE, which are vital for data transmission. Okay? Now, let's look at the countries that were affected. The primary countries impacted severely by the outages include Nigeria, top on the list. That's why for some time and up till now, we're going to be bringing you an update on this. Up till now, you might still be having difficulty accessing the internet, accessing your bank application, accessing some things online. It is because of that. So Nigeria is top on the list, followed by Ghana, then Ivory Coast, Liberia, Benin Republic, then Cameroon, and other countries in Africa. Now let's look at the date and status. While the damage occurred in March 2024, connectivity issues continue in some areas. However, it's important we draw your attention to the fact that repairs are undergoing, but full restoration may take some time. And from what I got to find out today, it might take weeks, it might even take months for the full connectivity to be restored. So whatever the case is, you're going to see how to manage yourself. You're going to see what you can do in order to do what you need to do. What are the implications of these outages? Disrupted communication. The outages severely hinder communication within and between the affected countries. This, of course, has brought disruption in businesses, personal communication channels, and social media interactions. There are even some applications that you're going to open on your phone now and they will not open at all. Don't get scared, don't get worried, don't think that your phone has been hacked. It's just because of these internet outages. Then we have economic hardship as another implication. The reliance of many African businesses on digital operation means these outages directly cause economic losses. And let's try to look a little bit at some of the sectors that have been affected. Top on our list is banking and finance sector. Transactions, access to financial services and online banking have become so challenging and almost impossible for some days now and some weeks. Then we have e-commerce, online sales and purchases stored, leading to lost revenue. Then we also have remote work. Collaboration on project stalls, hindering productivity. What about government services? Many government services are increasingly conducted online, including here in Edo State, the heartbeat of Nigeria. And they slow or become unavailable during outages. Again, if you have difficulty accessing some government sites, you don't need to worry because it's almost like a general thing. Then we have also another area that is affected is access to information. News dissemination, educational resources, and vital global information are less accessible, creating a sense of digital isolation. I remember some few days ago, I was trying to open an app and it took me almost 30 minutes for that app to load up. You can imagine what some other persons are going through. Okay? Then we have the highlights on infrastructural or infrastructure vulnerability. This incident underscores the critical dependence of West African connectivity on a limited number of undersea cables. The vulnerability disrupts not only the affected countries, but potentially trade and communication within landlocked nations that rely on their coastal neighbors for international access. Now, here is our recommendation. We've got some few recommendations for you out there. Number one, redundancy. Diversify submarine cable routes and invest in alternative connectivity infrastructure. That is something that we encourage our governments to start looking into, such as satellite links to mitigate the impact of cable failures. Because as long as we have this unrest at the Red Sea from the Houthis of Yemen, and some other, conflicting groups fighting at the Red Sea, this will keep disrupting communication, because from time to time these cables are still going to be affected. Then we have cable protection. The government should look into the aspect of implementing better protection measures for undersea cables and develop more robust repair processes. What about regional cooperation? West African nations should collaborate to improve network infrastructure resilience and share data on vulnerabilities and repair plans. Then they should also consider the issue of investment. Increased investment in digital infrastructure is necessary for economic growth and stability in the region. Conclusively, this large-scale internet outage serves as a stark reminder of today's world's reliance on global connectivity. This incident negatively impacts several countries, disrupting economies, social lives, and access to essential services. While repairs are underway, the event calls for urgent action to strengthen West Africa's digital infrastructure in order to prevent similar events in the future. Let's know what you think. Let's know what your thoughts are by you dropping a comment in our comment section. Thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next broadcast. While waiting to do that, I remain your host, Prosper Anam, reporting for Waiting to Raw TV. Bye for now.